Now, I'd like to invite a special woman. We're all very special, but this lady, she's been a friend of Eti-Oni and a friend of the whole movement for some time. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Chantal Coady. She'll be having a quick presentation, after which Kabiyesi, our host, will be speaking to us. Chantal, everybody.
Good evening, Your Majesties, Lords, Ladies, Gentlemen. It's a great honour to be here tonight, and thank you so much for asking me to speak. I would like to say as few words as possible because I know that you all have wonderful food either about to appear or coming. So my story of chocolate started as a very small child. I don't remember exactly what age I was when I first had chocolate, but I always loved it. And being brought up in a very large family, one of 5 children, I never had quite enough chocolate. And then gradually, as the years passed, I was sent to a boarding school. The chocolate deprivation was even more extreme. And somewhere, there was this big passion that needed to be satisfied. So when I was at art school, I worked in Harrods chocolate department, and it was at that moment I realized that I needed to have my own chocolate shop. So as I graduated from art school, I opened my own business. That was 35 years ago. I think it's true to say that things have changed hugely since then. I wanted to introduce people to the magic and joy of chocolate, and have a different emotional interaction with customers from the way things had been done for the last 100 or so years. So I started selling chocolate. It seemed to go quite well, but the missing bit was a connection with the people who were growing the cocoa and the cocoa farmers. And that arrived by chance one day when a bar of chocolate came on my desk from a little country called Grenada in the Caribbean, not very far from St. Lucia, where some real revolutionaries had set up a chocolate factory, keeping all the money and the economy of the cocoa on the island. So they were the very first tree-to-bar or farm-to-bar chocolate makers in the world this century, making chocolate on a very tiny scale. And so I got very involved with them. We actually bought a small cocoa farm to support them. And I'm still extremely involved, but I'm also really delighted to try and help anyone in any country that grows cocoa to add value to that cocoa. I can't say I've cracked the formula exactly, but I think appropriate technology is important. In Grenada, we're making chocolate using quite a lot of machinery, electricity, air conditioning. I think that model is not really very sustainable. There are probably ways to go back, and I went with the Kabiyesi to Sicily earlier actually it was last year, maybe it was this year. And we saw chocolate being made like they made it in Mexico for centuries, which is a much fresher product, and it doesn't need to be tempered, and seems like something that could be done in the cocoa growing areas of the world. Anyway, I'm looking forward very much to seeing the progress and seeing technology and communication, which we all have now, that together we can transform the world of cocoa and chocolate consumption and chocolate production so that it really brings value back to the people who are growing the cocoa. Bon appétit, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much.